Hey guys, it's Lauren McKenzie. I'm coming to you from my apartment with craisins. They're really good. They're my lunch. So this week's topic is homophobia. And any gay person that has said that they haven't experienced homophobia is probably a lying sack of poop. Just kidding. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I have and continue to censor myself, knowing full well that I could be a victim of homophobia anytime. For example, I won't put any gay pride stickers on my car in case someone might see it and, I don't know, bash my window in or something. Or someone could drive by me and, God forbid, like, hit me because of what I'm expressing on my car. Little examples like that, like I've always been aware of it my whole life, that like at any time, like any gay person could be a victim of homophobia. Like it's a really sad truth, but it's something that we kind of always have to be prepared for. Like obviously we're not like the majority demographic of any population. And it's, in most states, you can still get fired for being gay. More states allow you to marry your first cousin than another woman or another man. So you kind of just have to, like, when you're starting to come out and you kind of just are realizing your identity, I think a big thing is just to just be prepared for all of the negativity that you might receive, may or may not receive. On that note, homophobia, yes, it's a really tragic thing. Like, it could be anything from, like, I don't know, getting your locker, like, keyed or something, like, getting pushed against a locker, and it could be as bad as, like, if you guys have ever seen the movie Boys Don't Cry, which is probably the worst kind of homophobia / transphobia to ever, like, happen. Like, it's horrendous. I'm not gonna spoil it for you if you haven't seen it and want to see it, but I do recommend it. It's, like, a really good movie. I cry, like, every time I see it. It's tragic. It's completely just awful. Like, there's nothing happy about it. But I do still recommend it. Things like that. And you must be living under a rock if you haven't heard about all the gay suicides this year. Like, I kind of feel like 2010 is going to be, like, the year of, like, the gay suicides, which is really unfortunate. There's so much homophobia, there's so much bullying, and all these kids that killed themselves are, like, as young as, like, 11. Shit, when I was 11, I didn't even know what gay was. So, that's really fucking sad. I think what needs to happen for there to be less homophobia in our everyday lives are two things. One, we have to stand up for ourselves as a human being, as a person, individually. And then we also just kind of have to stand up for our whole community. So I'll give you two examples. Like, a couple months ago, I went out to eat with a couple of my straight guy friends in New York, and a couple of us got up to go use the bathroom, and just before that, we were having a discussion about, like, women. Something about, like, how straight women act versus how lesbians act. So, yeah, and then right after that, we all went to go leave to go to the bathroom, and I was following two of my guy friends, and they're like, "Oh, hey Lauren, are you gonna go in the boys' bathroom too?" And I was like, "No, like, why would I do that? The girls are in the ladies' room." Like, hey, no. But that was homophobic. That was a homophobic statement that my friend made towards me. My friend, like, a good friend of mine, said that to me. And even though, like, I kind of brushed it off because he's my friend, if he were a total stranger or even just an acquaintance, that would have been really offensive. And So I would say, like, if something like that happened to you, or in another instance where he wasn't my friend, I would have probably said something. I probably would have been like, hey, that's really offensive. Like, no, I'm not going to go in the men's room. I'm not a man, you know? Like, I mean, that's a really bad example of what I would say. I probably wouldn't be like, hey, because it's not like a hey thing. It's more of like, I'm a human being. I don't deserve to be talked to like that, no matter what my sexual orientation is, no matter my religion, my skin color, my race, my beliefs, my creed, where I live, where I'm from, my marital status, my sexual orientation, how much money I have in the bank, how many kids I have, how old I am. Like, that's you. You just don't say that to someone. You don't say anything like that to anyone, no matter who the fuck it is. So, that's one example. Second example would probably be something like you're at a party and someone makes a generalization about gay people as a whole, and you're just being your little gay self, sipping on a drink or whatever, and you hear that. At that point, you have the choice to become a spokesperson for the whole community or to just keep it to yourself and let it slide. It totally depends on who you are. I'm not saying one is better than the other, because sometimes people are so ignorant that it's just better to just kind of like let certain things go. There's no arguing with it, just kind of let them sit with their own ignorance. But if you do choose to say something, like, at that point you're standing up for not only yourself as a homosexual, you're standing up for like all the other homosexuals that person is generalizing about. So, and then, in that case, probably say something like, hey man, like, not all gay guys act like that. Like, not all gay guys paint their nails, and not all gay guys carry purses, or like, hey man, like, hey man, like, not all lesbians wear ties and work boots, which is a really bad example because I'm wearing a tie right now. Not wearing work boots though, I'm wearing dunks. Anyway, things like that. There's a difference between standing up for yourself and standing up for your people, than being aggressive about it. A lot of people become really aggressive about defending themselves and about standing up to their peers and just becoming pretty heterophobic, which in my opinion is no better than homophobia, because it has never and will never ever work to hate someone just because they hate you. So, eating my craisins. I really don't know where I'm going with this rant, but it's already at 8 minutes, so I don't even think I covered anything about homophobia. I feel like I didn't. Whatever. I'm just gonna go eat my craisins and start my day. And I hope you guys all have a good one. If you have a comment or a question about anything I said, video response, comment back. You know how it goes. It's YouTube. Other than that, I guess I'll see you guys all next week. Bye!